Hi everybody, it's Elisa here. So in today's video, you can follow me around as I spend my day as an eating disorder recovery coach, how I juggle my business, coaching clients, creating content, while also trying to find a few minutes to remember who I am as a human being. And of course, take care of my toddler. Just know that my days vary a lot. I currently work 3 full days a week, but sometimes 4, if I can handle the mom guilt, of course. And honestly, since having a toddler, my mornings and evenings have, let's just say, shifted. Before, I could calmly wake up, brush my teeth, and go to pee without someone screaming for me on the background. But now my son wakes up and is ready to party, immediately. And I get no say in it. So we learned very quickly that it's best if my husband makes breakfast. Otherwise, I will be interrupted in the kitchen roughly every 3.7 seconds. And after the breakfast, my daughter usually watches some cartoons in the morning so I can get a few of my own things done, like getting dressed, tidying up, and attempting to look like someone who has her life together. And that's my golden window to transform from a tired mama to a semi-functional adult. And then around 9 a.m., our nanny arrives and I finally go to work. The weather is pretty nice today, so I decided to ride my bike, and it takes me about 7 minutes to get there. And I like to call this my commute because it makes me feel important. And my current office is actually my mom's apartment, and normally she's at home and I work from her bedroom, which feels maybe slightly weird, but it's also cozy. But this week she's visiting my brother in another city, so I have the whole place to myself. So this is a very rare and sacred event. And I work here because honestly, if I stayed at home while my toddler was there with the nanny, let's just say my clients would hear a screaming toddler on the background who wants to get into my room. And I have also tried to work from cafes, but it gets pretty expensive if you're constantly buying food and cappuccinos just so you don't feel guilty about basically renting a table for the free Wi-Fi. So this is why I'm here at my mom's place. And I start my day with some client emails and doing some admin stuff, the thrilling behind the scenes magic of running a business. And at 10 a.m. I have a client call, and right now I'm working with several clients for 12 weeks. We have weekly Zoom calls where we talk about where they are in their recovery, what needs to change, where they feel stuck, and we set some concrete goals to help them move forward. And besides the calls, they also have an unlimited access to me during the whole 12 weeks. And honestly, that's often the most helpful part for many people. And after the call, I send them the goals we set and then get back to more computer work. And today I'm also filming a new YouTube video, so I'm setting up a little filming corner. I was too lazy to bring my tripod on the bike, so I'm just using chairs stacked with other chairs. And this is what being a professional YouTuber looks like, in case you're wondering. But seriously, making a YouTube video is a whole process. I usually manage about 1 per month, because what it takes is that first you need an idea, then I write a script, I film it, I edit it, I upload it, add links, write a blog post, draft a newsletter, and sometimes make even short reels for the Instagram. So it's not just filming, it's an entire process. And after I get one video up, I need a few weeks to recover from all of this process. And then it starts all over again. So anyway, after 1 p.m. it's time for lunch, and I'm having some leftover pasta, nothing fancy. I try to keep lunches simple so I don't have to perform culinary miracles in my mom's kitchen. And after talking all morning, my brain is mildly roasted and I need a break. So I go outside to get some fresh air. And I'm lucky because my mom lives near a forest, so I love to go there for a walk and pretend I do not have a to-do list I need to complete before I go home in the evening. And sometimes I listen to a podcast, sometimes I call someone, sometimes I just listen to the birds and think about life, the universe, and whether I locked the door or just thought about locking the door. And today I'm listening a Mile Higher podcast. It's one of my favorites. It's mostly about true crime, but they also talk about interesting conspiracy theories and other weird, thought-provoking stuff. It just lets me focus on other things than eating disorders, recovery, or my responsibilities. And then I head back to my mom's place to keep working. And this part may look boring because it's just me and my laptop, but this is literally what I do. And I'm currently working on my online eating disorder recovery course. I'm still creating it, but it's coming together and should be ready soon. So I will definitely keep you posted. And after working the course, I also prepare my Instagram stories. I usually batch them during the day and post them all at once in the evening. Here I'm just preparing some Q&A answers. And I prepare everything during the day and post it in the evening because this is where there's more traffic apparently. And around 4:15 or so I head home. Our nanny took our son outside, so I just wait for them. And when they arrive, my son brings me a flower from outside every single time. It just melts my heart. And then I play with my son for a bit and start making dinner. I'm a bit rushed here because I have one more client call at 6:30 p.m. I don't usually like working in evenings, but with different time zones, with different clients, I try to stay flexible. And my husband gets home around 5:45, so I'm starting to prepare the dinner. Today I'm making meatball soup and praying my toddler is in a mood to eat some of it. And then after dinner, I try to quietly hide in my home office, hoping that Everett is busy with his bath time and doesn't realize mom is away in another room without him, so fingers crossed. And this client call lasts an hour. We go over how the past week went for her, what's been working, what's not, and what next steps to take. And after the call, I send her the goals by email, and then I post my Instagram stories. I normally post new content on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's Thursday today, so today I just post my stories. The Q&A answers I prepared earlier. And after that, I finally unplug and spend time with my son again. We play, do whatever he wants, and just hang out. And right now he insists we play how Peppa Pig helps the train crash for the 1000th time. So yes, I've become surprisingly good at impersonating Peppa. Just saying, if you ever need to hire someone, I am multi-talented. What can I say? Then we do the bedtime routine together with my husband, but we take turns putting him to bed. And tonight is my husband's turn. So yay, I have a bit more time for myself today. And for the bedtime to go calmly, I actually go outside for a bit because it's so weird. If I stay at home, my son will have a meltdown that mommy isn't putting him to bed. But if I just go outside and he sees I'm not home, my husband says they both have the most relaxing and quiet bedtime ever. So I figured I just remove myself as the trigger, apparently. And tonight I actually went to the beach and I just watched the sunset, and I also called my mom. I'm almost 40 years old, but I still call my mom like she's my personal therapist. And she's actually my unofficial life coach who accepts payment in gratitude and in random toddler updates. And then after some time, I went to the store for some snacks. I got some chocolate covered nuts and something savory. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing a work day in my life as an eating disorder recovery coach and a mom to my lovely toddler who keeps me just sleep deprived enough to consider work as me having a break and being at home as my actual full-time job. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions or comments. I would love to hear from you, and please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.